This is Damon Stevens with Finwealth Village. Today is Thursday, February 10th, 2022, and this is Stock Market Update for Trades of the Day. Boy, what a day it was. We talked about last night in our video how important it was to see what comes out as around the CPI numbers as well as rate hikes. And boy, I hope you did, because it definitely changed the direction of the market and what we were trading today. So let's get right into it and take a look and see what's going on. So Dow Jones actually did pretty good after hearing the CPI numbers. Actually went up out the open. So it looks like they were digested the information pretty good until later in the day when they came out and said they're going to double the rates. As soon as they did that, you can see the market just sold off. Dow Jones sold off, came down 1.47%, NASDAQ down 2.10%, and S&P 500 down 1.81%. So just a big sell-off. Disney is about the only thing that's really held on through this, but that was because earnings. But you can see here, pretty much red across the board. And so, do we get another red day tomorrow? It's very possible we close out this week down. So just be careful out there if you're trading, if you're holding, just, have your, know where you want to stop out, if you're going to stop out at all, or if you're in for the long run, and just let it ride, I guess. But it's make sure you just have a plan. But let's get on the charts and take a look. So, DCFC was one that we were watching to see if we got another day out of it. You can see yesterday our high was with 1970 and just kind of flattened out today. So do we get something out of it? Hard to say. It might be just a one-time thing right there. So we'll leave it on. I'll take it off tomorrow after hours if nothing happens. Earnings. So earnings today. Twitter was big. Coca-Cola. And several others. And Friday, there's not a lot that I'm watching. So, this we won't cover any of those, but I have a lot of things to cover in this video today. So EXPE. So good news on EXPE, and you see here that they basically came in and they're filling this gap right here. And so positive momentum here. You can see here we had a spike up here, a high of almost 213.99. Back last week. So hopefully we can come up, and I'm hoping we can get through that. It looks like we're trying to spike it today. Luckily we held on, even with all the news hike, the news rate, the hike and the interest rates and everything else that was going on in the market today. At least we held there. So I'm going to be looking for continuation play tomorrow. Same with Zoom or with Zillow. Zillow Group actually announced their earnings today as well. Market liked it. Spiked up here right to the 100 moving average. So blew right through the 50 right up to the 100. So if we're holding this, looking for continuation play, hopefully up north, could retrace a little bit, maybe in the morning. And then as long as there is no additional bad news out there, hopefully we can rally back up and break through this next resistance level. Sava also been getting momentum here over this last couple weeks. Today, a nice little spike up here to 59.40. So that's good. Going to be looking for continuation play up to the next Fibonacci level, which is 64. And then we have a gap up here also around 66 to play into. So we'll see if we can continue to rally up here. We did get a spike up here to about 62. So that would be the minimum play that I would like to see on Sava. Chipotle, CMG had their earnings this week as well. Pulled back a little bit today, but it's still sitting on the 100. So this could become a little channel here, possibly consolidation. So just have to monitor this and see. But as long as we're staying above that 100 and we get towards this 200, then we can keep the rally going. NVIDIA was rallying up yesterday, had a little bit of a pullback today, sitting right on the 100 though, so that's good. We'll see if we can maintain that and hopefully bounce off that. Apple just flatten this channel. So, looks like we're going to spend a couple weeks here, possibly, and hopefully not break through. If we do break down below this 171 level, then we could come down to the 50. If we break above 175, we can rally back up, hopefully to our next resistance level. Boeing was having a nice day. It started out to rally up here to 223. So going towards our the upper part of our channel here. So we were hoping to hit that this week. We'll see. Might be another week or so. Depends, but a little bit of weakness ending in the market on Boeing today. Facebook kind of rallied up here. We got a new little high actually at the open today, and then just kind of sold off back a little bit, retraced back down, just pretty much to this level, the bottom of this candle. So, this is going to just might be a choppy mess here unless there's some major news or something exciting that allows us to rally and break out of here. So just kind of monitoring Facebook. So RK kind of flat here, still just consolidating here under all the moving averages. Tesla, again, same thing. So we're looking for a breakout of 937, 938, or a breakdown below 900 for a direction. But who knows how long we'll stay there? Maybe till next week, and when the Fed speak to us. Amazon's consolidating here in this red zone as well, and this is Fibonacci here. The color coding is Fibonacci. So we'll see if we can hold above most of these moving averages here and hopefully get a rally out here. But we're right at the bottom of this red zone here, and you can see several candles in that area. Exxon, pull back here. So we're getting that retracement. Here's the big breakup candle. So it could be that we can come down and retrace this whole thing down to 75, 74. And until we find support. So we'll see the 20s down here at 75, 51. So. And then as far as, our daily ones, so the 10-year yield, you can see here, it's flat on the top. So that's better than rallying up higher, but we are above 2. So really wanted to see this down 1.9 to 1.6. But so it is elevated. That's going to be, challenging for us to, in the marketplace, to get things rallying up here. Oil, you see here, it's very flat. Dollar, above our resistance line here, just broke above it and closed, but it's not moving much. The VIX, so we did have a pullback here, down, we were down below 20 for a brief moment till all the news came out, and then boom, we're up to 23.90. That's gonna be hard for the market to continue rallying. In fact, we might have a down day to end this week if this VIX stays up there, and if it spikes 25, 26, we could start having a correction on our hands. So this has got to stay down here low. If it breaks up here much higher, we could see a more of a correction in the market happening. SPY thought we were going to have a nice little rally up to our resistance level. It was rejected though and pulled all the way back down. So we're kind of in this little zone right here, consolidation zone. So when it does decide to break out, if it keeps building energy here over the next week, we could have a good movement one direction or another. So keep an eye on that little channel here we have going. Triple Q, same thing. Now we're back in this little channel consolidation. Semiconductors, it's pulled back as well. So we've got a little channel just pretty much across the market. I mean, it might be a little consolidation needs to happen here, or something to pull it through. Dow Jones was making a nice little rally back into our upward trend line and pull back here, back into this lower section again today. IWM was rallying up and then pull back. So we're sitting here just under the 20. So if we can get back above it and start moving back north again. Financials pulled back a little bit as well, but we're above all the moving averages. So see if we can get a bounce here. XLE, flat. XLV, still right into this trend line on the inside, which is good. That means we can make progress. XLK is outside. Tried to rally up here, but missed it. So we're down here, still in this little channel area, just chopping along here. Bitcoin pulled back a little bit, but still above the 50. So that's good. So we'll see if we can get a bounce here to the north side on Bitcoin. Leo's pulled kind of back to, halfway through this candle. So this is pretty much what's called a retracement. Did come down, tagged just below the 5 and bounced back up. So we're just sitting here, at 640, 643, looking to hopefully just start, get some nice green candles and rally back up towards the highs again. Ethereum, and it's probably going to consolidate right here. So that's what I think I see here happening. So we're just going to see when we can get more momentum here and volume to come in to play here. Otherwise, we may consolidate. You see, we did it here, back here in June, or actually January. and then we pulled back into that area again. And so now we're back in this section here. So hopefully you can build enough energy to break out here to the north side again. That's our cryptos. That's what we're watching. That's our stocks and the short list of what we're looking for. Actually looks a little long, but choose the stocks that you're most interested in. But I think that there's definitely opportunity on the upside, even if the market's down. So you just got to find those, watch the scanners for opportunities. I definitely watch the VIX on the open and pre-market to help you understand kind of which way the market's going, and be careful out there, because obviously that news flipped the market pretty quick today. So just be sure you have your stops in, and also if you're shorting the market, just be ready to make a switch in the direction. And the charting can help you with a lot of that, as well as listening to the news. So keep your ears open, and hopefully you'll have a good trading day tomorrow. And then Sunday night, I'll put new content out so we can get you ready for the next week. So everybody be safe out there, and trade carefully in this market, because it is choppy out there. Everybody have a great night.